drone. I filmed the moon all night long with the Nikon P900 Silver at full optical zoom and a +10 macro lens and also a UV cut filter. And you're about to see what I come up with. This is what she was looking like right here. They're very strange. They look like they're some type of a C shape, but then some of them look like a full circle, a full orb.
Hey guys, welcome into evening stream number 20. I can't believe it. And I'm joined with Growler tonight. And tonight we are discussing UFOs. So, hey Growler, how you going over there?
Yeah, good, thanks, sister. How are you? And how is everybody in the chat? Great to see everybody. So, hope everyone's well.
We've got a few in there, mate. Hey, welcome, Anthony Dickinson. Welcome, mate.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. A new face. Thank you, brother. Yeah,
we're actually
welcome.
on Facebook together, but I don't think he knows that it's me because it's under my real name. So welcome, Anthony. And Anne, how you going, mate?
Yeah,
Truth Seeds,
beautiful, Anne.
Anne's going well. We actually spoke on the phone. And we have Eddie down under. Hey, Eddie, we will drop you the link. We've just got a little bit to get through. And if you stick with us, Eddie, we're going to have Eddie's going to come on, guys, and just give us a little bit of a testimony about what happened to him, about what he saw, which will be really good. And so anybody else in the chat I've missed, welcome, guys. It's great to see you. So, yeah, tonight we want to talk about the obvious UFOs, and all the footage that we're going to bring you, to our knowledge, is authentic. And I truly believe that there's so much going on in our skies that nobody could be bothered to fake footage anymore anyway. So that's just a sort of a disclaimer there. And there might be some information given tonight, guys, that could be a little bit distressing to some viewers, some listeners. So just use your discernment. And yeah, I think we actually should just say a quick prayer before we start this. Heavenly Father, in the name of Yeshua, I thank you that you will just protect this stream, that everything goes well. I pray the
Yes, Father.
protection of Yeshua's blood over all of us listening. And I just pray this will be a gift, that our words will be a gift to those who are listening, and that some hidden truths will be revealed. And we are only going off your word, Father. We are not distorting anything. And help us and guide us into all righteousness. In your holy name, so be it. Okay, just thought we should really do that, because people seem to be having a lot of trouble with their live streams lately that I've been watching. So, yeah, welcome in, everybody. Now that we're through that, I wanted to start the stream off by something I have. Now, I just want to say that this is my opinion, and it is according to Scripture. It's biblical that the earth is an enclosed system. So the clip that I'm going to play you shows you something, and I just want you to watch this very, very carefully. Okay, so that was just to show you guys that the sun was actually in the clouds there, and many people have footage. I've got it myself. I just couldn't go through my archives to get it. But that was Carlos from Portugal, Carlos Skywatcher. So
very good.
Will be in the description. But he's got quite a few like that. And I just picked a simple one to show you that the sun is very, very close, and the moon, and they are lights in our sky. They are inside our firmament. And so before we talked about UFOs, I just wanted to let anybody who's in the chat know that this channel, we are not flat earthers, but we know that we live in an enclosed system according to Scripture. So, yeah, that's why I played that clip. Now, I'm going to pass it over to my dear, dear, dear friend Growler, and he's going to take us through a couple of things that's going to be really, really interesting. Before I do that, welcome in Rebecca Martinez. Oh, Davey. Yes. Hey, Davey, 313. How you going? Scott Hancock, welcome. Michael John, welcome in. Michael John again, sorry. Okay, so, yeah, if I've missed anybody, please forgive me. Patrick Bradshaw, Ohio 82. Welcome, everybody. Okay, so Growler.
Welcome, everyone.
Yeah, what have you got for us?
Well, I'm just going to, I've always been into military aviation. Anything that flies, you know, I'm interested in. So because I first grew up on an airfield when I was a young boy, because my earthly dad, he was a special instructor for gliders, everything that's associated with gliding, motor gliding. So I was raised up with aviation all my life, and have been in military aviation for quite a while. So anything that flies to me is worth really investigating. And there's just been so many sightings. Look, a lot can be explained away, but a lot can't. And I just really want to try and focus on with the UFOs and what's happening here on the military side, how the military is working with the fallen. This is just from my research that's come up. A lot of people have come up with the same sort of idea, but it is the military are working with the fallen. This is but it all goes back to like Genesis 6. You know, history repeats itself. Yes. What it's doing is when we had the flood, you know, and you know, angels were mating with, took human wives and bearing giants and splicing and dicing, gene splicing and dicing and all that sort of thing. So whatever was happening at the start is going to happen at the end, as it says in Revelation.
Yes.
So I just want to point to a few things within the UFO, military, abduction, spiritual side of it, and it basically all goes back to the fallen. It's all to me. This is what I've my theory. This is what I've just come up with. You know, you guys do your own study. Yeah, you might come to something different. I don't know, but yeah, it all just goes back to the fallen. History repeats itself. And what's happening now with abductees, what they're going through is totally true. I know it is, but they're being hoodwinked because they're basically under the fallen's under they're in a trance. You know,
Yes.
what the fallen have done to these abductees is it's just warped their mind just so incredibly, because I'm sure that MK Ultra and all that sort of is involved with this as well. So because with the abductees, they actually, they can telepathically communicate with these beings. When we go up to heaven, we don't need to talk. It's all telepathic. So you can sort of like see that it's as above, so below. It's a mockery. It's like all these alien abductees, they're all getting called into one place, like you see on a Close Encounters of the Third Kind. It's like us truthers. We're called by the Holy Spirit. We're around the world, we both come to the same sort of thing. So you can see what the fallen Lucifer's doing with, he's trying to get all his followers, and because the Father's doing that with us, he's calling us. So, of course, Satan will do the opposite. So, what I wanted to start off with is a video. It's just a trailer, and it's called "The Seeding." And I really think what these people go through, how they. I won't go on too much about it, but as you can see, what they go through, it's truly demonic. It is truly, truly demonic. So if we can just play that video, that'd be great. Thanks.
The more that we actually learn about the world we're in, the greater the mysteries.
1 in 50 American adults had experiences that could point to abduction.
It's extremely brave for someone to make their story public in this arena.
We'd look away and the ship would light up, and the next thing is just boom, it's gone.
Men and women have been taken for purposes of reproduction and hybridization.
I was abducted. I wake up and there's such a bright light.
They would tell me to look in their eyes.
They're controlling your thoughts.
Inserting this gigantic tube inside of my body, it's painful. I'm now looking who this man is. He is inside of me. It's a screen image of the reptilian. They began the insemination process.
A new embryo is created, and that little hybridized embryo already formed is implanted in the womb, and she will gestate.
They always want the children fetuses.
I would go in for my appointment and there would just be no baby.
With a very long needle through the belly button, would go into the uterus and they would find the fetus.
It holds on to the fetus and pulls out.
And then they bring this little girl in the room.
And he said that she's yours.
This beautiful eyes, this face, and I see myself in the child.
She was emanating her feelings. I was shocked.
It was nobody's right to impregnate me and use me as a laboratory rat.
I went from 210 pounds to 115 pounds.
These beings that are doing the abducting don't have the same morality as we do.
They don't think what they're doing is wrong.
Hearing other people's accounts will make you go, okay, I'm not crazy. I'm not alone.
Who are we serving? We need to ask those questions.
Look, human beings taken animals in the wild and bred them. Can we be bred into something different? The answer is absolutely. Of course we can.
Educate yourself. Be open-minded.
Don't be dismissive.
People have been taken.
You can't ignore this anymore.
Make up your own mind. Don't let anyone ever tell you how to think.
Sorry, guys, not all ETs are good.
Yeah. Well, that's
so
just
the
basic.
thing about that is that, as we were talking before, most of the UFO community, the people who are heavily invested in the UFO community, they truly believe that aliens are from other planets and other solar systems. So I just thought we might steer this on a bit of a direction straight up here to get to let everybody know that we believe that through scripture that everything goes back to Genesis 6, and these things they were from the fallen, and they are trapped in here because the fallen were trapped in here. The fallen cannot die, and the fallen reproduced, and that also accounts for our demonic activity in the spiritual realm. And so yes, I just want to let everybody know, if you're new here, there's no way that I believe that these aliens are from other planets. For number one, I know we live in an enclosed system and everything is trapped in here. So in everything Growler and I are going to speak about tonight, this involves just in this system. So nothing we will be talking about is outer space, because scripturally speaking, outer space is water. So just so we've got that clear, because the UFO community is very, very new age. They have, if anybody, I'm sure some people here would have read Communion or Majestic, which Growler will be talking about. It's also new age. Yeah. Okay. So I'm glad. I just wanted to let everybody know that. Okay. Eddie Down Under, your internet is dropping in and out bad. Happy if you guys can say what I saw.
Yep, that's fine. I've got
give
that.
it a minute. Yeah. Okay. Well, we can do that. Yep, we can. But see how your internet goes. If it gets a bit better, Eddie, just let us know, and we'll drop you in whenever we can. All right. How's that sound? So, all right. So off you go, Growler. There you go.
Okay, so just quickly with that seeding video, you can actually see what happened in Genesis 6 and why the Father flooded everything, because there were abominations left, right, and centre, as the fallen were mating with anything that walked, or everything from the ocean, everything to birds, to people, to everything. And they were splicing and dicing, and see, it's all about the Adam, the bloodline of Adam. They were trying to pollute the bloodline of Adam, so our Messiah wouldn't be born. That's what they were trying to prevent, and have their own kingdom. So with the abduction scenarios, you can see that they're taking fetuses out. It's basically what's happened in World War II with human experimentation, Operation Paperclip. It's just they've just I think they've actually really advanced with abductions, with medical experiments. But all this is what I felt, that all this technology has come from the fallen to corrupt mankind, and it's a war. It's a war. It's a war between the Father and Satan. So Satan is trying to get his hybrids and make a mockery of the Father's, creation. And these are as Messi's putting up now. There's different now, that praying mantis, and that's all. It's all very, very, very evil. I could really go on, but I just want to try and just give you a broad, just a broad overview on how it can affect people. And I'm saying these people are definitely going through what they're saying, but they don't know. Poor things, they don't know that they've been hoodwinked.
That's right. That's right. But these are
Ju- ju-
demonic creatures. They're actually demons. These are in
Correct.
our realm. They're stuck here.
They're-
They do have the
yeah.
ability to reproduce. They do.
Yes,
And
they do.
and they do. They inhabit bodies. And I truly believe that all these Hollywood stars and all the people who require worship, if you look, all our royalty, Hollywood stars, that's all the fallen, because that's all they ever wanted was worship. So what better positions for them to take in the world than to be in the place of worship? So to me, that goes hand in hand. And when you realize all this stuff, you can make all the connections back to other parts of you of the world that you can see, and you can see how these things have influenced everything. And why has all these churches and stuff got Crimeas looking out over them, over the cities? Because the fallen are guarding their territory. So this is what alien the alien abductions and all the things that go along with it. It still goes back to Genesis 6. Go ahead, Grella.
Yeah, absolutely. And what Beck was saying, look, history repeats itself. And I think just quickly with the flood, I think the father knew that there were genes that actually did come on the ark, because he knew it was going to happen again. So all this has to happen again for Yeshua to come back. So everything's planned. Everything's planned, and that's what I want to try and get over to you guys. So it's spiritual. So if we can just go to the first video there, Missy, that would be great. Thank you.
Rightio. So here we go. Yep. Okay. So we're.
Yep. So we're that's the UFO Lou. Okay. So with this video, we're just going to watch it, and then I'll do a quick talk. Just pause it quickly. Sorry.
Sorry, did you say
mate, sorry.
there?
Yes, yeah. Just quickly, sorry guys. Now UFO Lou, he has thousands and thousands of dollars worth of lasers and all this. He's pointing to just one part of the second realm of heaven. I'll put that's how I say it. Now, he's not a spiritual person. He's nothing like that. He catches satellites. He'll tell you if it's a bug or it's a satellite. Now, with this one here, the ISS comes through, and then you'll see this one, and then we'll just quickly go through it. So UFO Lou, please subscribe to this, guys, please. It will tell you exactly what's going on in our firmament. So if you can just go through it now, just play it now. Thanks, Missy.
In today's acoustic guitar lesson, we're going to do something totally different. Watch this.
Guitar Geeks Unite! Guitar
Yeah. No, sorry about the ad. We're getting there. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, I don't know what's going on here.
No. That was just one of the ads from Lou's videos. So.
Right. Obviously monetized. What a shame, but never mind.
Yeah, nothing we can do. Very good footage.
That's good. Yeah.
Okay. Have we
Sorry
got that
about this,
coming up?
guys. I'm not sure what's happening here. I'm sorry. Just technical difficulty.
Yeah, that's all right. So
he's Australian. Awesome. Australian.
Yes, he is. He's from Melbourne. He's from Moonee Ponds in Melbourne. So quickly, what I'll be showing you guys is military UFOs, UFOs from the fallen, and how they all work together for Satan's plan, for the end plan to try and defeat Yeshua, our king. So that's what it's all about. Okay.
Well, I don't know, but
yeah. Okay, here we are. Yep. Okay, so we've got actually Area 51 footage here. Now have a look at this, guys. This UFO goes into the mountain and comes back out again. There, that's a flash there, came out. As you see again, it comes out of the mountain. There it goes. It comes out, there's that flash, straight out of the mountain. Okay, so we'll pause there. That's great. So what I'm trying to show you here, guys, this is Area 51 right here. Now, I think a lot of people have heard about Bob Lazar. So basically what he is saying about S4 and UFOs in the back, coming out of mountains and everything, you can see that UFO right there, and it comes straight out of the mountain, and that mountain, the mountain range here, is still basically on public land. So it would not surprise me if these UFOs were all actually in different mountain ranges all the way around Area 51. Now these UFOs, they're called fast walkers. They move so quick. This is the security. They use these for security at Area 51. As it said in the video, it said they move so fast that you don't see them. And he didn't even know he filmed that. And you can see how it morphs and changes. Now with that UFO, it goes straight back into the mountain range, and you will see a little spark. You'll see a little spark. It comes out of the mountain range. It's just mind-blowing footage. People say, oh, well, they know you're there at Area 51. This is the security, the real security they're using, and this is what the military is using to, I mean, what the sector is, whatever space is called, I don't like to call it space. I'd like to call it the firmament, because we do live in an enclosed system. So they're limited, if you know what I mean. No one can, as a father said, you know, nothing can come in without his saying so. Right there, good stuff there, Miss. So that's where it is, bang, gone. It's unbelievable. So this is the technology. This is the technology that the military have. The fallen have given this to the military. They have given this all in a collaboration to start the real war that we don't see. So it's a spiritual war. That's why John had to be taken up into the spirit and revelation, so he could actually see what's going on. Now, this is one of my favorite, this video here, and it just actually goes to show what we're actually facing. As I said to Beck this morning, I said, Beck, the technology just can't get better. It can't. We're at the end here. We are really at the end. I don't see how technology can get better with stuff like this. So the military are in with the fallen. They're doing all these abductions. They're doing all these experiments, and God knows what they're trying to come up with. We can only surmise. And who knows? Maybe the COVID-19 vax was done through abductions. Who knows that? Who knows? You know, it's just another thing to look at. Now, here's another military one. This is actually in Belgium. Now, in 88, 89, 90, there was a massive wave. And the wave of UFOs, they are TR3Bs. Now, I think a lot of people know what TR3Bs are.
Which is really old technology.
Absolutely, yeah. It was made 40, 50 years ago. So it basically goes to show how far what do they have now? We don't know. I don't know what we've got now. Basically, in one I wouldn't want to know. But here we are here. Now, this is a classic triangle with the Belgium UFO waves. The US Air Force, Colonel Bauer from the Belgium Air Force intercepted these with F-16s, and I mean, it's all on the net. You can see it all. And they had radar confirmation. They had police confirmation. You can, yep, that's it. You can pause that one there. They had They had police, they had public, they had military, they had everything confirming this. So, but I still think they're deliberately doing this to hoodwink us to exactly what's really going on. So they're trying to put people onto the new age way, the new age, the UFO new age. That's what they're that's what they're doing. So this is how they're stealing souls. You know what I mean? Yes, UFOs are real, abductions are real, but what they're trying to do is they're putting it all under new age. All under new age. So it's all about denying the savior. It's all about denying the father who created everything. And this is what we've come up with. So we go to this one. So we just play this one. Very classic UFO. Okay, so we'll stop that one.
So what are we looking at there? Because to me that could be just anything. Sorry.
Yeah, no, that's fine. What we're looking at is we're looking. There's either two things here. They could either cloak. They could either cloak and just have their lights on, or they could either be 2 or 3 little like scout ships. You've heard about the Space Force military and the military working with the fallen. This is how other countries can actually use this to spy on other countries as well. So there's another thing that you can look at. So, but we're not going there today. So if we go to the next video, what I'm trying to show, I'm showing you flotillas. I'm showing you just different UFO sightings. But all I'm trying to say is with all these abductions, the UFOs, it's all spiritual. And this is what people, a lot of people don't understand. And this is what, maybe this is might be the great delusion. I really reckon it is the real delusion in one way. So maybe these things hovering over cities all at once. I mean, it would. I mean, people just wouldn't know. People would just freak out. So just play this one as well. Yeah.
Seeing that they can cloak, they could be here because I've seen it myself, and I will give a testimony shortly. So stay tuned.
Thank you. So just play this one. That'd be great.
God, Lord, get my computer, anything.
I'm doing it now.
Okay, it's Tuesday, September 16th, correct? 2018. This is Godfrey, Illinois. These are orange orbs coming in droves. We don't know where they're going. They come and they go. They come and they go. Tons of them. And then there's lightning below it. What the heck is going on? Lord help us.
Okay, so stop that one. Thank you, mate. So if we can just stop that one, that would be great. So I'm just showing you different ones. So if we can just go to the next video as well.
Yeah, that was interesting. I've seen very, very similar to that. Well, I've seen basically the same sort of thing, but I've seen way better than that. But we will get into that.
So we'll just go to the next one. So what I will do is we'll just watch 3 videos and then we'll just go through that. So if you go to the next one, Missy, that would be great. Thank you, mate.
Yeah, what's happened is, mate, you've given us, everything's monetized, you've given us, and we're having trouble. We're going to get struck for this, so we have to just watch that.
Oh, right. Yeah, that's fine. So whatever's not monetized, we'll go on to that. That's fine.
Well, we can't. They're all monetized, mate. That's okay. We know for future now. So that's what the lag in the videos tonight is, guys.
Okay, so we'll stop there, if that's okay. So as you can see, guys, it is under intelligent control. And from my studies, from studying UFOs, these they could either be two things. They could actually be like remote controlled, like UAVs from a mothership, maybe cloaked, or maybe cloaked sitting in the atmosphere that we can't see. You can see how intelligently controlled it is. So it's either controlled remotely, or it's actually controlled from inside, or it can maybe be controlled spiritually. So I'm just trying to keep everything open there, as the UFO phenomenon is very, very murky, and it is just so hard to try and separate different sightings, different looking UFOs, different abductions, different this and different that. So all we can do is just put that out there. You can see it's intelligently controlled. To me, it's spiritual. It really is. So I'm just trying to show you guys as much real footage as I can, because there's so much CGI stuff out there now, so you've got to be very careful. And as we were discussing the spawning sister, it is a spiritual sort of thing. And as we saw in the seeding at the start, you can see what they're trying to do. You can see they're splicing, they're dicing, they're doing all this. And I mean, people who see UFOs, you have a look at, I mean, you read the Bible, lying signs and wonders.
Yes.
I mean, there's two things. It does say in the Bible that some of the stars sing to the Father in heaven. So you've got some that are good and some that are bad. Now we've all seen the movie Star Wars, haven't we? So
yes.
if you have a look at it that way, it's Star Wars. It's good stars versus bad stars. It's like bad UFOs, good UFO. I don't know if there's good UFOs. I don't know. That's something I don't know. But there are good stars and bad stars. So maybe the good stars are actually angels, and these other bad stars are, we know they're fallen angels, but it's some sort of technology. Does the Father have that sort of technology? I just don't know. I'll be honest, I don't know. Well, that's exactly right. But I'm trying to sort of like, the Father wouldn't need to use UFOs. This is what I'm saying. And people, I mean, he doesn't need to use UFOs. So it basically goes to show that
Lucifer's still got restrictions, you see. He can work through technology. He can work through people. So I was just going to actually put a call out, because we have a couple of really good channels in here. Carlos, I will send you Blue. And if you have any UFO footage, because Carlos Skywatcher, he's in Portugal, and I'm sure he would have UFO footage. Carlos, if you've got something that you want to drop in the link, link it in yourself, please do. And Joe Hill, Effed Up World. Joe, if you're still in the house, if you've got something that you caught, because guys, you guys are all credible people. So we're just trying to give you people authentic, quality. What's the word? Anybody here who has a channel who has filmed a UFO, just let me know in the chat, and we'll go from there. How's that? Yeah. Sure.
Exactly right. So, the thing
Man,
I wanted.
yes, Matrix Man, you can link. Anybody who's blue can link, and Carlos will be blue in a minute. So Carlos, you can link if you have any UFO footage that you've caught. And I did see something that Carlos caught. Now, I think it was somebody else's footage that he uploaded. And Carlos, if you can pull this up, it'd be awesome. It was one of these entities that this woman was filming, and it just jumped out like it was in a tree or something, and you can see that this thing was a demon. There is no doubt this is not credible footage. Now, I know Carlos had that on his channel, so we'll take it from there. But Matrix Man, you can, yes, you can send a link. Go ahead.
Yep.
All right.
Yep.
So, yep.
Okay, so so anyone with any UFO footage, bring it in, and we'll play that. Now, just quickly, just pause there, Messi. Sorry about that, brother. First of all, I want to say to one of our subscribers, Eddie. He's on the Sunshine Coast, and he saw an amazing craft. He said it was. He's actually sent me an email, and the shape of the craft. I've never seen a shape of a craft like this before. I've seen as many as I can, I guess. Being familiar with military aviation, as my sister comes out to the Air Force Base sometimes. She knows what we're into. So
yeah,
all I can, yeah. So with what Eddie is actually sketched and what he has seen was supposed to be, I think, 4 or 5 times the size of a 747, and I know other craft that is 4 times the size of a 747 as well. And I've talked about this before with Atheism is Madness when Shane was on about the TR6 Talos, TR3B, just all those sort of things, just the military side of the UFO phenomenon as well. So what Eddie saw was just utterly mind-blowing, and I think you have given Eddie the link, but he's having problems. Is that correct, sister? Hello?
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, no, that's all right. So just pause that. Yeah. Okay, so I was just quickly talking about Eddie's sighting, and I've never seen anything like it before. Eddie, please jump into if you want to say what you saw. More than welcome to. The more the merrier. So now I just want to show you guys something else. Now I'm just going to quickly, all your top defense companies and everything, they are all involved in this. Now this is Lockheed Martin. Now this is all these fires as well getting started in America, in the West Coast. These are all the laser weapon systems. So the laser weapon systems are already on these craft, and that's why I think these craft are actually cloaked and firing lasers and starting. They're used as a weapon as well. They're a weapon system. UFOs have been weaponized for so many other different reasons. So I'm just gonna. This is like technology that you can see through Lockheed Martin, what they do with their lasers, which does tie in with the UFO phenomenon, which I'll be discussing a bit later after this. So yep, just play that one, Messi.
Lockheed Martin produces systems that do everything from detect the threats to identify the threats, determine whether it's a threat to the aircraft, and then employs the appropriate weapon, in this case, a laser weapon system.
What we're hearing from our customers is that they need a layered, multi-domain defensive approach that can be integrated across platforms to neutralize these threats across all those domains. Imagine an aircraft equipped with a laser system with the capability to be able to neutralize a threat at the speed of a lightning strike, the precision of a surgical scalpel, with the magazine to deal with a swarm, and with the scalable effect to be able to address that threat, providing an effect all the way the one end from simply deterring it for a short period of time, all the way up to completely neutralizing and defeating that threat.
We were able to integrate our laser weapon system, Athena, into the classified C2 network and receive cues from the radar on the range in order to execute the full kill chain.
The Helios laser weapon system builds on 40 years of combat system engineering and radar excellence. That is a fundamental change for laser weapon systems, which here to date have been prototypes added to a ship. Helios will be integrated into the ship.
So what's exciting about this technology is that it's scalable. It's lived in the laboratory for many years, but has finally reached the power levels and the effectiveness to allow it to be used on the battlefield. As an example, today's laser weapon systems can be used to defeat rockets, artillery, mortars, and even small UAVs. And as that technology and capability scales, the effectiveness scales with it. We'll be to the point here shortly where we'll be able to defend aircraft against incoming missiles and even reach out over long distances and destroy ballistic missile threats.
Laser weapon systems are earning their way onto the battlefield. Lockheed Martin advancements in the fundamental subsystems, be it beam control, high energy laser, beam direction, power and thermal, is bringing a system-of-system approach to our customers' most challenging problem. Lockheed Martin can bring that end-to-end capability into the theater for the life of our platforms and help defend the brave women and men who boldly go in harm's way to defend our freedoms.
Okay, so if we just stop there. This is what I'm trying to show you: the military application of lasers and the military application of fallen angel technology. You can see it, and these laser weapon systems, what they're trying to do. Yes, they do have them on ships. They do have them on fast jets. They do have them on land. So air, sea, land. If with UFOs, they come from the air, they can come from the sea, and they can come from the land as well. Yep. So you can see how things are starting to marry up. Now, with these laser weapon systems, like I said, they've weaponized UFOs. They've weaponized them, and I think they've weaponized them against us, against our souls, and against the Father. California fire is exactly right. And there's another thing to look at.
Because how far must this craft be that are flying and that people can't see the craft and they are seeing the beams and stuff? You know, so
and in some in some cases because the UFOs do cloak themselves, and now and I would say that some of the lasers are invisible. So this is why so as I said to you this morning, but I said technology can't go any more further. It can't. It just can't go any more further. So this is, I'm trying to show you the military application, and the fallen have given this this fallen technology to the military, so they can start getting ready for Armageddon. This is what it's about. It's not. It's not about. It's because Armageddon's going to be a spiritual and physical war. Yes, a spiritual and physical war. So that is the way I see it. Yeah. Yep.
Carlos has sent us 2 videos, and so we
beautiful. Just play them.
Yeah, because just to give you guys a rundown, Carlos is in Portugal and he has his own channel. So please go and show him some love. And here we go. Oh, wow. Look at the triangle. Oh, wow. Yep.
Yeah. There you go.
Hope everybody saw that. Yeah.
They just hide in plain sight.
Oh, wow.
You wouldn't even know they're there.
Yeah, they come and
go. Why do you think Enoch calls them the Watchers? If they're good or bad, if you know what I mean. That's why they're called the Watchers, because they're all sitting up there. You can't see them, and they're watching you. Right. So I don't know. With this COVID-19, that something massive is coming, and it's got to do with something like this. That's all I can say. I don't know what it is. It's just got to do something like this. This is another great video by Carlos.
This is Carlos too,
yeah. Really, really good. Gee, it looks really close, the moon.
It's amazing that it is. Yeah.
Gee.
Cameras are good these days.
Yeah, they
Zoom
are.
in 238,000 kilometres.
Yeah. I'll just.
I'm not sure. I haven't
Just got to
seen
quickly
anything.
step out, sis. I'll be 1 second.
You're right.
I'll be 1
Filmed
second, sis.
at, there's a timestamp on that one. It's 22. Oh, no. I see. There it is. There it is, guys. Yep. Yep. Is that an orb or is that a solid? See, some of these things, they're definitely spiritual, guys. They're not solid objects. Like the clip we played you at the beginning, that was Donnie of Daytona, the very first clip. We'll run that one again after this because you'll be able to see this, that they're actually orbs. They're not these things that Donnie caught. They're actually transparent, so to speak, but you can still see
translucent.
them. Translucent. That's the word.
Translucent. There's a lot of UFOs that are very translucent. So it goes to show you that it is spiritual. Yeah, it's translucent. You know.
Exactly. And I think he gave us 2 videos. He gave us 3 videos actually. He's got another one.
No. Play them.
Yeah. No, this is great because this guy is authentic. He's genuine.
Yes, he is.
As is everything we've played. Like I said, there's not time to muck around trying to make up footage like they used to in the old days.
Guys, be careful of Mr. MB33 and especially third phase of the moon. Do not go onto third phase of the moon. They are just a joke.
I was told long ago to stay away from them by the father. Okay. Oh, in saying that, these channels, they do play authentic clips. It's just that Mr. MBB333, he sold out a long time ago.
Slow version of the video I made the 14th of September. I'm trying to show you what I saw because some people don't see it. And I'm going to stop here and show you. There's a triangular form here and is hovering between the clouds. See it? I'm not sure, but I think there is more than one object besides this one. I'm going to put a little bit back. You can see it here. I'm going to stop it as soon as I zoom in. And one is here, and I don't know what is this. There's triangle shape here too, and also in here, in all the pictures I take through different filters, something show up here. This one, I'm sure. So please tell me what you think.
Yeah, so you can see where Carlos is pointing out those direct lines, and there was also like a half circle in there. Clouds don't make half circles like that, obviously. So yeah, that's some really good footage, Carlos. Thank you so much.
Yeah, that's
linking that.
great, and it actually, if you because if you have a look at the clouds, you can't tell me they're real clouds. They're sort of like a cloaking cloud to hide the object. That's what I think. I could a TR3B would probably be just the size of one of those clouds there. So I think you might only have one in there, and you might have one on the left-hand side there as well. But I do see that sort of like top, that V shape, that V going up there. What it is, I have no idea. It does not surprise me, and it really does look like it's some sort of object in there. They're professionals at disguising themselves in clouds, and these clouds are, as Enoch said, clouds are spiritual.
Well,
clouds are spiritual.
They don't even need clouds to disguise themselves. Now, I might quickly share what I saw. So it was myself, my husband, and a 8-year-old child, and we were just here. We're very close to where I am, and my husband came running inside and said to me, I just saw a flock of birds, what I thought was a flock of birds, that changed into a triangular craft. Quick, come out here. So we ran out and it wasn't there. So I sort of thought, oh, we'll have a look in the yard anyway, and walked around to the side, and the young girl was right beside me. And it had to be a different one. It couldn't have been the same one. Maybe it was, because it would have materialized over to a different part of the yard. It was huge, this thing. It had, say, the wingspan of a 747. It was black. It wasn't quite night, so you could see it. It wasn't dark night. And it had a reflective edge on the back of it. So it was a triangle, but it did have no lights whatsoever at all. It was very thin, as in you could see how wide it would have been. So for a human to sit in it, no way. And it was very, very low. 500 feet. And we were watching it. The little girl screamed. She just freaked when she saw it. And then it got a little bit further away, and it literally disappeared in front of our eyes. Now, that was on a very significant day in Australia for the war. That was on Anzac Day about 8 years ago. On the very same night, about 4 years later, which was about 2 years ago now, we were outside and we just, having a look at Anzac night, as we always do, because, that's very close to our heart with the fallen and the fallen soldiers, I should say, guys, sorry. And I saw what I said to my husband, oh, look at this flock of birds. They're dead set. They look like a big flock of geese coming towards you, and it's all wavy, right, guys? This is not, it's not solid when it must be materializing. That's what it is. It's materializing into our realm, and it came looking like a flock of birds in a V shape. And then he went, that's not a flock of birds, again, it was just the same thing. And it was there, and then this one was only there for like 3 seconds. This one was a lot quicker, and then it was gone. And there is no time to pull cameras out. There is nothing. This thing comes and goes, and that's twice we've seen it. Same night of the year, dead set, really saw it. Can't tell you what else to say, but this thing, it was there and then it was gone. And I did not share that story with anybody else in the real world, out here, my family, no one. So, you guys have heard it first here. Okay. So that was one thing that I had happen. I've had many things, but I'm sure all of us, everybody here would have a story to tell. Absolutely.
Well, actually, I've never seen one, to be honest. I've never seen one.
Yeah, you haven't.
I have never. Yeah, I've never seen one, and I mean, I get envious of people who have seen them, and maybe I'm not supposed to see them. I don't know, but being in aviation, I've a lot of credible pilots have come out. They've lost their careers. They've lost everything because they've come out with a sighting, and it's very well known within. It's very well known within the civilian airline industry that if you do report anything like that, the aviation board has a special form for you to fill out, and then basically your job doesn't exist after that, or if you play by their rules, you'll be okay if you explain it away or something like that. So it's a very deep, murky, so secretive world, and that's why I love Area 51, trying to find out what's at Groom Lake and all that sort of thing, and that's what led me to sort of like really start digging for stuff, because I love the black projects and black aircraft and anything that flies. So, and this is Carlos's video. It's really good there, Carlos. Really good. You've just got to be very, well, there you go. You know, maybe,
involved in a lot of these sightings as well, because of the energy they've obviously possessed.
Yes.
But look,
there you go. There it goes. Wow.
Yeah, there
that's
it
amazing.
is.
Yeah,
My
that's
take on
amazing.
This is not just physical. These things, some of them probably are wholly physical, but I would say they would be your government craft. And the one, you know, then you've got the totally different, the spiritual side of this, where these things are materializing. They're not just cloaking as such, they're literally in a way teleporting. And as you said, Growler, how much further can we go? I think teleportation is the last step of the process of, as in the days of Noah, as in Genesis 6. As in, back to that. Now, I'm just going to read it. Genesis 6.
Go for
now it came to pass, when men began to multiply on the face of the earth, and daughters were born to them, that the sons of the father saw that the daughters of men, that they were beautiful, and they took wives for themselves, all of whom they chose. Now, okay, so we're talking about the fallen angels here. Okay, guys, this is the fallen angels, the sons of God, it says here, but I like to say the Father. The sons of God were the angels who they gave away their first estate, guys. They gave it away. We don't know why. And then it said, and the Lord said, my spirit shall not strive forever with man, for he is indeed flesh, yet his days shall be 120 years. There were giants on the earth in those days, and also afterwards, when the sons of God came into the daughters of men, and they bore children to them, and they were the mighty men who were the men of old, the men of renown. Now, we've already done a stream on the giants, but everybody needs to realize that this all ties in together. The giants, you know, obviously they are physically big in stature, but these things that are operating on now in our realm, they're giants in a spiritual nature as well. These things have so much power because of all the sacrifices and rituals that people are doing to bring them into our realm. And now the days have come where these things won't even try to hide their appearances anymore. They will start manifesting in front of us. And it will be as in the days of Noah. We hope the church, the true believers, when I say the church is the true believers of Christ, we would want that's where we would want the rapture to come in and take everybody out before these things start manifesting, because they will in this realm. They've been given the power, like I said, from the blood sacrifices. So this all goes back to Genesis 6. Every single bit.
Yeah.
And
exactly.
so as in the days of Noah, then the Father had to come and he had to clean up this mess. And this is exactly what he's doing again. He's coming to clean up the mess. It is all because the fallen inhabited women had children, and then this seed has carried on. It was like you said in the seeding. It's all about the bloodline. And then we could do a whole, we could do a whole stream on the blood and why the blood is so important. But as we're just doing UFOs and the aliens are nothing more than demonic creatures that you know, that are manifesting, and they were taking women. They, I believe, where the vaccine does come into this growler, like you said, like they've perfected it. They've perfected whatever they wanted to inject in us, and it's taken them, you know, quite a long time, and we don't know why. And I'm glad it, you know, it's good that it did, but it's not good for those who were tested on, though. However, they've perfected whatever technique they were going to use against us, as in a vaccination. And this is why, you know, just don't get the vax, please, guys. We need to understand this is so much more than a physical battle. These things come and take people in the middle of the night, and they do. And if anybody here has been visited by shadow people, which I have, they're real because they're demonic entities that have been let into this realm, into this enclosed system, and they can't get out of here until it's their time.
Yes, just another thing I have seen. That's awesome footage there, Carl. Just another thing to say, people go to MUFON and all that. MUFON is an actual, they work for the agency, guys. Don't send anything into MUFON. It's the worst thing. You'll never see it come back again. Otherwise, or either that or it'll come back doctored. So just keep your UFO footage to yourself. Log it to yourself. You know, share it on your website. Great, everything. Do not send it into any organisation. Do not send. I mean, even the phenomenon, angel hair, and all that sort of thing. Do not send anything into anybody. I really can't, because this subject is so huge and so massive, because this is what's going to play out at the end times, because it's going to be so supernatural at the end. You know, I mean, there, like I said, it's such a murky world, the UFO world. Every, let's say, MUFON and all these other so-called organizations that are so-called helping abductees and showing UFO footage, and what they're doing is they're compressing it all, and they're actually pushing you into the new age direction. Yes. Now, what I was talking to about that, they're pushing you into the new age area because there has been there's been quite a few incidences where people have called on the name of Jesus or Yeshua during an abduction, and it stopped straight away. It stopped straight away, and all these top UFO, so-called top UFO experts, they're all government connected. They're all government connected, these people. That's why I have really no association with any MUFON or anything like that. So I mean,
well, one of the top guys in that now who made the connection, he was into the new age UFO. His name's escapes me at the moment. Now, he came out, he's done videos and wrote a book. He realized the connection that the ones who called on the name of Yeshua, on the name of Jesus, were released from these things. Now, he was the one that came out of the community, and he was absolutely smashed by the community. They hate him. They discredited him. They just did everything they could, as they do, you know, tinfoil hat conspiracy theorist. No, this guy was one of them. And he realized there was a connection, and subsequently was led to the Father himself and saved himself from just from that. So the Father leads us in all different ways, guys. And, you know, never put it past him to lead the most hardest of hearts in a way that you would never think. So,
yeah, correct.
You know, this,
and
Davey,
Davey 313 said about Linda Moulton Howe, and she mainly takes care of the cattle mutilations, which I've gone through quite extensively, but I won't be going on it today. Linda Moulton Howe is controlled opposition, but what she does say, she does put a lot of truths in there, but she is controlled opposition. She does get a lot of money for what she does. And I as soon as I know something like that, I do listen to them, but they're going in another direction. So they will give you the facts and about cattle mutilations, about the blood being drained out of the whole body. I mean, even other animals won't go near that mutilated body because it must be a spiritual sort of thing, because they're really scared, these animals, of what they've seen. Because with Linda Moulton Howe, she is very good. She does have some very good facts, but she is controlled opposition. I won't get into cattle mutilations in this stream, but with the cattle mutilations, yeah, it's, you know, they take out the tongue, they take out the sexual organs, they take out all those sort of things. So what they're trying to do, that's what they did in Genesis. You know, they mixed animal genes, they mixed human genes, anything. They're mixing it all in, and who knows? Like I said, could the vax, the CV19 vax, have some sort of, you know, did that derive from this sort of topic? We don't know. I'm not saying it did, but it does make sense in one way. So yeah, exactly right. And
a tampering, like we were going towards you know, the Nephilim DNA mixing with the human DNA, and that's what they want. They want their black army, and the way that they could do that was you put this, you know, that DNA code and then inject it into us. And you can't say, never say never. We can't say that that's not possible. That's just, there has to be a reason that they want every single person to have this. And it's not to protect us. So, you know, okay. So, sorry, mate. Sorry.
No, that's all right. So, the thing what we're trying to get over, if people in the chat or if people have seen UFOs, do not let your mind wander, because this is one thing I'm pretty well concrete in. Because now with abductions, people have had their whole brains sucked out through their nose and put back in again. They've had praying mantis, insects having intercourse with women and men. And it just gets worse and worse. I won't go through the whole lot, but you can actually see that's not of the Father. I'm sorry. I mean, geez. So where can it come from? It's either one side or the other, you know, and they don't ask these people if they want to, if they say, oh, these so-called aliens, they don't care. So they're just using people as cattle. We're just experiments, because the human body and the way the Father has created the human body, it is so incredible that they're trying to replicate that. They're trying to replicate what the Father has made, and how to change that. How to change what the Father has made, and they're trying to create their sort of alien human hybrid as well. So I mean, what the Father's done, create us in His image. This is what I think. I think Satan's creating humans in His image, creating them, interbreeding them with animals, with all this sort of thing, and just corrupting the whole lot.
Yes, that's why it needs to be done with fire this time and not flood. Absolutely.
Yeah, exactly right. So, do we have any more videos? Sorry.
No, we actually haven't, but he's just throwing up some, you know, like what abductees have gone through and things like that. So it's just great that we've, you know, even touched on this, because it is a delicate subject, and it can offend a lot of people. I know that when I was of the mind that when I died, I didn't go anywhere. I certainly thought that aliens were real. I thought space was real. And anybody told me different, I just couldn't believe it. But so there has to be, it has to be shown to you. So
yeah, correct.
All I can say is, if you have an Yeshua into your life, you can just, it's so simple. It's not hard. Just say, look, Father, you know, in the name of Yeshua, please come into my heart. Please help come into my heart. I don't know where to start with this. I don't know how to pray. I don't know how to do anything, but I know something's wrong and I need your help. And that is all you've got to say. And he will help you. And at the end of all of this, this is the only doorway we have out, because it's a spiritual battle. And as everybody can see, it's vamping up exponentially, full on. no stopping it now. COVID's locked down the world. We know it's not because of that. We know they're only using that to bring in the New World Order, which started in the year 2001 anyway, but has just ready to now unpack it. We're ready to be moved into smart cities. We're ready to be shoveled along like good little people or otherwise exterminated. So choose today who you will follow. Choose today who you'll follow, because there is no time left. And doing these streams, this is the only way we can get to people to try and tell them the truth as is best being revealed to us. And I am serious, guys, with all honesty in my heart, as best been revealed to us. There's no spin of mine put on this. It's scriptural, and when you see it, you can't unsee it. And my only job now as a human being, I quit work, guys. I'm finished, because it taught me, not only did it bring me no joy, it brings nothing in your life except trying to take your focus off that which is real, and that which is to try and warn people and to snatch them out of the fire which is coming. Choose today who you will serve.
Yes, yeah, that's correct. And as Becky's saying, this is just another ploy from the enemy to lead people astray through UFO, New Age, all this sort of crap. Because I was talking to Anne, and Anne has come out of the New Age. She was in the New Age for a long time, and I'm sure that she would know what we're talking about here. It's just, what I find all it is, it's leading you away from the truth and the gospel. And believing in the fallen and Satan as they're going to save the world. That's what he wants to be. He wants to be like, exactly like the Father. He wants to be exactly like Yeshua.
Grand delusion, mate. Grand delusion, as we were talking this morning, is quite a few things put together, but excuse me, the grand delusion on a whole is that if they can make people believe that aliens are from other planets and they're coming to either destroy us or they're going to come and help us fix the mess, then that is massive, because people cannot see them for what they really are, and they very well will trust them if they're offering a better solution than mankind has completely ruined the planet. And then they come along and offer a solution, or they will just come in with full force and say that we are overtaking. It's only one of the other guys, it can't really go any other way than that, can it? So the grand delusion, space, number one, space, that it's endless amount of space because it's water out there, and also that the aliens are from this space, flying around in these spaceships. They are aliens. They are alien to us because they're the fallen. And I just wanted to kind of summarize what I really wanted to people to really know how I felt about it, Growler. That's all. It's really important. He might have stepped away. Seems like I'm all on my own, guys. Okay.
You there?
Oh, there you are. I wasn't sure.
Oh,
sorry.
Oh, you there? You there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay. I'm sorry. I thought I just might have cut out. And President Trump did make an announcement about Space Force at Hickam Air Force Base in Hawaii. I think it was in October last year. And he said, we have things that you would not even dream about. And I really reckon this Space Force will be probably one of the biggest delusions to, because most people now believe, with all the UFO sightings and everything that's going on, everyone believes that there's life outside us. So I tell you what, wouldn't it be a massive delusion for the Space Force we know the Space Force is real, and I think the Space Force.
Okay, we seem to have lost Growler. All right, guys. Well, I'm going to just send you off with much love because this we're just starting to have a few issues, and that is how things go when we're starting to talk about things the enemy doesn't like. So I love you all, and stay safe. Stay connected with each other too. If there are other channels in here, just put your channel out there. You're quite welcome to put it onto my stream. That's not a problem in the chat. And guys, just help each other out here. There's not many of us compared to, what is there? I don't know, 8 billion people. We're a very small amount of people. So until we all see you next time, this is Beck. I love you, and I'm off.